Dennis Allen opened his post-game press conference saying the Saints' 24-15 loss to the Falcons boiled down to red zone inefficiency, 2 penalties, 2 turnovers, and the Saints' inability to stop the run. And that just about nails it, but what has to be added to the conversation is the fact that this Saints coaching staff did not prepare this team well enough coming off of the bye week to have a successful game plan and to potentially stay in first place in the NFC South. Welcome back to The Dot. Post-game coverage presented by Matt Bauer's Auto Group. I'm Brooke. Let's start with the red zone problems. The Saints went 0 for 5 in the red area. 1 was a Derek Carr thrown pick 6. 2 were affected by long down and distances due to penalties. The 4th was a Taysom Hill fumble that was lost. And the 1st was an overthrown ball that was probably a throwaway. Derek Carr trying to reach A.T. Perry, who did not run his route because he thought he jumped before the snap. And now the Saints exit Atlanta without any touchdowns.
One of the things is, when you get down there and then all of a sudden you go from 1st and 10, a positive gain, and now it's 1st and 20, that puts you behind the sticks. It makes it more challenging. So I think that's one area that, has been a problem is the penalties, which it's 1st and 20. So I thought that was a big factor today, because on a couple of those plays that I thought we were going to be in pretty good field position and pretty good down and distance situation.
I don't think that moving the ball has been an issue for us. I think that we really have moved it well. Situational football is where we've failed, and I thought we were better on 3rd down. I don't know the number. I felt like we hit more of them. I thought we protected well, but the red zone creeped up today for sure. That was as bad as it gets.
The Saints defense struggled to stop the run again, losing the battle for the line of scrimmage against the Atlanta Falcons. The Saints gave up 228 rushing yards and allowed quarterback Desmond Ridder to elude the pocket and extend plays.
They got a great scheme. I think at times we just weren't, really doing our jobs. And they're one of those teams, man. Like, they're going to stick to the run. Like, they're not going to get deterred from that, unless you up 3, 4 scores. But we just did a horrible job, setting the edges, tackling. Just didn't execute how we wanted to.
New Orleans now drops to 5-6. We asked Alvin Kamara after the loss if the locker room is still intact.
Oh, man, I feel like we good. Like I said, I'm playing for them dudes. When you lose a locker room, I feel like there's some miscommunications or misunderstandings between players, and there's none of that. There's none of that going on. So there's no loss of a locker room in that aspect of what you're saying as far as players go.
The Saints will return home for the next 3 games and continue to fight for a spot in the playoffs with just 6 games left in the season. And we will continue to break down this Saints loss to the Atlanta Falcons tonight live on NewOrleans.Football. We'll see you there.